Huh? I think it's kind of... Where is it? It's... You need to clean that off or something, man. 17th, 2:30. 2:31, 15 seconds. 17th, Monday night. Sunday night, Monday morning. What do you got? Nothing. Oh, I was watching this Epstein video about the books he bought over the past 20 years. And he had a Lolita fetish, which was Nabokov. I never read Nabokov. I did see Kubrick's Lolita. I might have seen the Alec Baldwin one. Never a huge Lolita fan. But, you know, he had a real obsession with it. He bought that like 20, 30 times, I think. They were going through all his books. And I don't like it because, you know, a lot of the books he liked, I would have liked, which kind of creeped me out. He had an obsession. He bought like 5 or 10 Woody Allen books. He bought like, when President Trump became president, he bought like 5 or 10 books about him. He had a bunch of books about narcissism. He had a book about tantric sex. That's like gooning, right? That's like edging or gooning. So, he had some books about Hitler. I like Hitler. I don't like Hitler. I'm not a Nazi, but I can identify with Hitler. You know, the world is bullshit. You just lie to people, you know. I didn't like that. You know, I don't like it that I identify with Epstein. That's not good. The last book he bought, The Birth of Tragedy by Nietzsche. That's not good. Nabokov was like I watched a documentary about Nabokov once. He collected butterflies. What was Lolita about? She like 10? Lola? Oh, Lola. And then Lola becomes like 14 and he doesn't want her anymore. And she hooks up with that other guy. Oh, that was a weird story. That was in the movie though, right? The Kubrick one. Poor Epstein. He bought Bitcoin. What else did he do? He had Bitcoin books, Ethereum books. He had books about... What else did he have books about? Tantric sex. Living Forever. He had a book about living forever. He had a book about... Oh, and that was gonna be a digression. The Woody Allen thing, the guy I was listening to, I think he was like a liberal. He was like, Woody Allen, disgusting motherfucker. You know, the thing about Woody Allen, his art is better than who he is. Woody Allen, I get the feeling I would not like to talk to Woody Allen, but his movies are actually pretty good. So his art is better than who he is. It's not really, that leads to like Kanye. Kanye, terrible. I would not want to meet Kanye, I'm pretty sure. But Runaway, one of the greatest songs ever made. He's like a Nazi now, right? Like Kanye. You know, like a black KKK hood Nazi. But his art is good. He's terrible. His art is good, though. Same thing with like Woody Allen. He's got like 10 or 15 good movies. So. Manhattan, Eddie Hall. What else you got? Hannah Sisters. Crimes and Misdemeanors. Match Point. What else has he got? Radio Days. He's got Radio Days. Anyhow, Stardust Memories is pretty good. Bananas is kind of cheesy. Take the Money and Run is kind of cheesy. He did a James Bond parody. That's pretty cheesy. What else? Scoop. I never watched Scoop. Match Point has Scarlett Johansson when she's like really hot and she's in the rain. That's like really hot. Like Scarlett Johansson in the rain. Oh my. Giggity giggity. And then what else? Can I make? And then you got what else? 90s. Oh, Deconstructing Harry. That's a pretty good one. Husbands and Wives. That's pretty good. What else? Oh, and Mia Farrow was like a crazy bitch. I don't think, I mean, it's weird, the whole Chinese stepdaughter thing, but whatever, So he's like Epstein, I guess. Whatever. There's two types of people in the world. There's people who you judge them based on their art, and there's people you judge based on people with character create bad products, but people with bad character create good products. How about that? Donald Trump, terrible person. He might actually be a good president, which is really fucked up. Terrible person. He might actually be a good president, which is it's a scary thought to think of. Like, oh, one of the books Epstein got was called Why Terrible Tyrannical Decisions Are Actually the Best Political Decisions. Like, whatever. Basic Epstein. Epstein. Oh, and his plane was called the Lolita Express. That's kind of weird. That is a bit off. I don't know. Whatever. Imagine if they took your YouTube history and they try to turn you into, because that's the thing I'm always thinking of is like, can you turn someone evil by just making the voice a certain way? Like, take whoever's YouTube history you're looking at, and if you pay someone enough money, they can go, he watched this, and then this. Is it just a tone of voice thing? Like, literally anybody could be turned into the Antichrist for enough money. You just hire people to do it, right? I mean, that's probably a bit excessive. I mean, I don't know what he did exactly. He gave some lady boots. Was he, there was a Law and Order Special Victims Unit episode where, like, the guy who was head of, BlackRock, they mixed him up with Epstein, I think. They kind of mixed, but that's a liberal bias, right? Like, taking the not BlackRock, what's that military group called? What was that private military group called? Whatever. That was, that's NBC, and NBC is liberal, so, but it's, whatever. Based Epstein. He is based. Based. So I made that video of the open signs, and all the videos look like shit. So I don't even know if you can tell that there were open signs or not on the videos. So that was a fail. Doody-da-dee-doo. What else? Oh yeah, you're in trouble. 17th? Oh yeah, you're... Oh. What did you eat? I had some mozzarella sticks. They're pretty tasty. Pretty good. They're pretty high in fat. They'll give you heartburn. A lot of grease, a lot of fat. Heartburn. What else? What else? What else? What else? John Connor. That could be a good running joke. It's just a catchphrase that goes nowhere. You just throw random pieces of information in it. Dear John Connor. Dear. It's kind of amusing. Oh, he had a bunch of books about narcissism, which I've listened to like 20 or 30 hours of Sam Vaknin. So, I don't believe, the problem with narcissism is, as a narcissist, I can't imagine you people aren't narcissists. I think you're being dishonest. Like, I think you're more evil than me, because, like, I know I'm a narcissist, and I don't give a shit about other people, but you pretend you give a shit, which makes me more scared of you than I am of me, because, I'm kind of honest about how little I give a shit about other people, which, it seems, I don't know who to be more scared of, Behind the facade. And then again, he did get those people to try and drop the charges and stuff. Like, he did some evil shit in hindsight, because they caught him and then they were like, hey, can we just like do it on this one case? Yeah, he was pretty evil. I guess he was pretty evil. Whatever. The saint of lost cause. Epstein is a lost cause, so I gotta defend him. I know he's guilty, but it's it is what it is, I guess. Trump could just wag the dog. He'll go to war with fucking South America or something. He'll do okay. Wag the dog, wag the dog. He's gonna wag the doggy dog. Smart guy. Clinton did that, right? He did that in Kosovo. Clinton wagged the dog. And that was liberals. Liberals were like, this was back when like HBO was not as powerful as it is now. They had a movie called Wag the Dog where like they create a fake war. This is the 90s, right? It's called Wag the Dog. You create a war because it distracts the people from, reality. Drench yourself in flag, please. Put the flag over me, please. We are at war with Venezuela, okay? Are we yet? I don't think we are yet, right? It is the 17th. I did not check the news. If we are at war with Venezuela, I don't know. Supposedly they're already doing secret shit, right? That's what this one guy said. Destabilization. In Venezuela's... Is it Venezuela? Yeah, I think so. Maduro. He already made his mind up, right? That's what Fox News told me. Trump already made his mind up. He's just waiting around, waiting for the right opportunity. Maduro rubs him wrong. Imagine how cool it would be if the United States like took over Venezuela, and then we took all the Venezuelans and we put them on a reservation, and we gave them a casino, and we took like 90% of the land, and then like we got like really cheap oil. Trump, hey buddy, reservations, Venezuela, 51st state, dollar gas, buddy. Dollar gas. Please. Greatest president ever. Terrible person. Great president. La-di-da-di-da-di-doo. Dee-da-doo-dee-da-dee-doo. Doo-dee-da-dee-da-doo. Any other ideas? Nope. It's chilly. I'm wearing shorts, boots, a t-shirt, suspenders, and a sweater. I feel good. I need to keep walking or I'll get cold. But I'm not so cold as to be uncomfortable. It's pretty good. What was it, 43? What did Marcellus tell me? 43? 41? What temperature was it? Something in the 40s. It's nice. What is the lowest it gets around it? What's freezing, like 20? I don't know my temperatures. Minus 270 is absolute zero, right? Or something like that. Kelvin? Jiggliness? These are like, what is freezing point of water in, I don't know, Fahrenheit and Celsius? You should know that shit better. And you had that dream about something in Denver, like breakfast in Denver, and it was like a really catchy dream, and then it's not that good. But dreams are more like feelings than they are like facts, so kind of sucks. How does the song go? Like, breakfast in Denver, breakfast in Denver, breakfast in Denver. A Denver omelet? Bob Denver? Don't ask me, I don't know. It was like Lennon, the Beatles Lennon with like long hair, and it was like a highway, but it wasn't like a Colorado highway, because I've never been out west that much, or have very little west experience. And I've seen videos of like Colorado and Nevada and all that, and they'll have these long highways on flat area. You know, it's a very flat area, right? And then this looks more like California near the coast. So my dream did not add up to the what reality probably is, and what my dream was were not connected. So, but it was like the 70s, and there was like a bunch of cars on the highway, and then Lennon was there for some reason, and he had like a really long hair and like a big mustache and shit, and then maybe Paul McCartney was in there, and then maybe the guy from, because it was like it was a list of musical songs. Like I was watching like a top 50 musical songs in my dreams, and yeah, so that was pretty fucking stupid in hindsight, but breakfast in Denver, breakfast in Denver, breakfast in Denver, a Denver omelet breakfast. Hey, remember that time you went walking and you spent like an hour and a half saying Santa Ana banana? You gonna upload that? Upload it. I dare you. You said Santa Ana banana for like an hour and a half. That's funny. Santa Ana banana, Santa Ana banana, Santa Ana banana. An hour ago. The age of, it's a no contract age. There are no rules, so there's no contracts, right? It's like 90s Russia. There's no contracts. Everything is shady deals. 90s Russia. Grab them thingies. There aren't that many. There are not that many, like, corporation assassinations, right? Statistically, have there been a lot of corporation assassinations? So in the past year, ChatGPT, how many corporation assassinations have been made? It's not. There was that one guy in New York City. That's the only one I can think of. CEO of the healthcare thing, and that was political. That wasn't one healthcare company going after another healthcare company. That was some nut job, political nut job, right? He's so handsome. Oh my. Mm-hmm. 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 There was that PragerU guy, and he was like, you know, there's people do this, the liberals do this thing supposedly where they'll be like, you know, like liberals don't get divorces, but they're like, hey, we don't care if you have divorces and abortions, but you're not. It's like do as I say, not as I do. Is that what you're going for? You're thinking of that, right? Sorry, how does that connect to anything? It doesn't. My memories jump around. I'm sorry. Sorry, Prager. So Prager wants people to say what they do and not say idealistic stuff. What were you doing? What was that? Did he? Whatever, I wasn't paying attention. It doesn't matter. It's 2 o'clock. It's like 3 o'clock. Everybody breaks the rules at 3 o'clock. That's why they're called breaking the rules at 3 o'clock. Hey, remember that time you were like really drunk? It was like 2 o'clock. This was another city. This was like 10, 15, 20 years ago, right? You were really drunk. You threw a beer can in your back seat. You had beer cans in the back of your... Man, you were a little fucking drunk at that point, man. You were a little fucker. You're lucky. You're very lucky. You did not get caught. Very lucky. What do DUIs cost? Like 5, 10K? You're pretty fucking wasted. Oh well. That's why I stick with coffee. I drink coffee. No more alcohol. Also, alcohol, pot, they make you stupider. Why would you want to be stupider? I want to be smarter. I'm surrounded by fucking sociopaths. I need to be smarter, not dumber. Duh. You should have uploaded that video because it's you're not using your upload speed right now. You know they're just gonna wipe out your YouTube page, right? You know they don't, because you're deluding yourself. You're saying, hey, my life is meaningless, but my art transcends my existence. They're just gonna delete it. You know that, right? There's gonna be a purge of YouTube. So at some point, someone's gonna be like, hey, you gotta have a license to fucking publish shit. Everybody can't be saying everything. That's a stupid idea. You can't have everybody saying whatever the fuck they want. That's fucking retarded. You should have to pay for that shit. Oh, what was that one joke you had? You had the joke about... So the Christians believe that, like, God created Satan. But they you know how, like, when there's a shooting or something, the liberals are always like, hey, the gun companies are at fault. You know, but they aren't like... the person's at fault. That's the liberals, right? Like, it's Colt's fault. It's Sig Sauer's fault. It's, you know, whoever made the gun or whatever, the banana clip. How come, but then the Christian conservatives are always like, God created Satan, right? But he's not responsible for it, right? So they switch it up. That was the part I was pointing out, that, you know, they're kind of hypocritical on that one, right? It's like, you know, God and Satan are the same person. It's Jekyll and Hyde are the same person, right? Right? Because isn't that the conservative thing? The conservatives are like, it's not Colt's fault. It's not Colt's fault. And then the liberals are like, it's Colt's fault. It's 6 hours fault. You know, it's whatever. What else? It's those books Epstein read. If he wouldn't have read those books, he would have been like the best person ever. Duh. You need to like sue Nabokov I think Nabokov is dead. I think he was like from the 50s, right? He was like Russian. Was he Russian? Where was he from? Where was Nabokov from? Epstein is innocent, okay? It's the books he read. Okay? He was a good apple. He read a bunch of bad books, and then he became a bad apple. Okay? So, very funny. Space Force. Very funny. That's actually, it's very stupid. Epstein was a good apple, and then he read some bad books. Duh. I like that one. That was not bad. It's a good 30-second little joke. Very nice. Very nice. And that guy who was shitting on Epstein, I think he was a liberal, right? I don't know. Like, who hates Woody Allen? Is it the liberals? Everybody hates Woody Allen now, right? Woody Allen. I wish I could make like Annie Hall or Manhattan. I can't make that shit. That's skill, man. That's some skill shit. He had Hemingway's daughter in that one movie. What is it, Marina? He's had like 50 actresses and actors that all ended up being like people. You know, you name an actor, they've probably worked with Woody Allen. He's worked with like 100 famous actors. Probably more, 50. You name it. Briscoe? Who's the guy from Law and Order? The detective? Crimes and Misdemeanors? Was he the mob guy? And there was that one, Alan Alda. Was that Crimes and Misdemeanors? Where he's doing the documentary with Alan Alda. He compares him to Mussolini. If it bends, it's funny. If it breaks, it's tragedy. I think that's Crimes and Misdemeanors, maybe. Or is that Hannah or sister? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Match Point is about the guy gets off. Like the guy is like guilty as fuck, but he gets off because like the ring lands on the other side of the fucking tennis thing. It's very similar to Crimes and Misdemeanors because the guy kills his Guma. Scarlett Johansson is his Guma, right? And then he marries the rich lady. And then police cars, 2 cop cars, holding hands. Patty cake, bakers, something. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. What else you got? That Epstein book one is not bad. It's like blaming it on comic books. I think he played too much Doom. I think Epstein played too much Doom. He played Doom. Really? You had some Viscontis, you had some mozzarella sticks, you had some water. I had a bunch of water. And some Gatorade that had been in the fridge for like 2 weeks. Should probably just pour it out. It's like powdered Gatorade. Should just throw it out. I think it's been in there too long. Is it the stuff you poured sugar in? You never uploaded that video. You did a video where, what was it? It was like cyanide in Gatorade, but it was just sugar. Whatever. I don't even remember what that was about. So it was like Gatorade with some extra sugar in it. Because he poured like a couple tablespoons of sugar in there. Gatorade. Is that, how long ago was that? You have to look at the date. How cold is it? Oh, it's called a kangaroo pouch. The hoodie pocket is called a kangaroo pouch. I Googled it before I started walking. It's very important to Google that. It's a kangaroo pouch. What else? Trump got in a lot of trouble for Epstein. They're gonna shit on him for Epstein. Who gives a fuck? Literally, why do you people give a shit? You expect Trump? Look, the people who are better than you have to do stuff like that. Okay, they're better than you. Trump is better than you. You have to go to Epstein Island, or you normies just wouldn't understand. I mean, technically, America was founded on two schizophrenic principles. In the South, they wanted to be aristocrats. Like Virginia, they all wanted to be Virginia aristocrats. And in the North, they were all puritanical nut jobs, right? So for some reason right now, there's like puritanical nut jobs going around being like, Epstein Island, Epstein Island. This country was founded on Virginia planters who wanted to be aristocrats, man. Get that fucking puritanical bullshit out of here. Bunch of northern Yankee bullshit. This is America. We're here to be terrible people. Virginia aristocratic. Put your leg up like Dos Equis. I'm an aristocrat. I put my leg up and I drink a Dos Equis. It's a northern Yankee thing right there. Bullshit. Get them Yankees out of here, man. This country was built on pure exploitation, baby. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Any other ideas? Not really. T-Mobile, does that give you an idea? T-Mobile something. Aldi something. Grand battle plan. So did you know if you're playing multiplayer Hoi 4 and the team that if you send expeditionary forces to another country and they have grand battle plan, you get their planning bonus when you're in their country. So that's an outlawed strategy in multiplayer. I've never played multiplayer Hoi 4, but I like to just throw random stuff out there. And the other one, if you play as like the British Raj, you go no garrisons, and then when the Japanese invade like Burma, they have like really bad attrition rates. So like, duh. So go no garrison in like Laos. Duh. Grand battle plan, high planning bonus. What do you get, like 80%? If you max out the grand battle plan, you get like 80% battle bonus or something. Oh, and then Bulgaria can do this thing where like Bulgaria can do this thing where it gets like really high compliance. So you give, if you're Axis, you give Bulgaria all of like France and like all the conquered countries, and they get high compliance. Like, duh. What are you, an idiot? You don't know that to give Bulgaria all your conquered areas because they get high compliance. No more Vichy problems. No more French underground. Just give it to Bulgaria. Duh. How do you not know that? Bulgaria. What is Bulgaria known for? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Meaningless signs. Do. Still there, good. Do. I wonder if is that true? You're supposed to have situational awareness before you do whatever you do. Yeah, or you're supposed to like randomly do stuff. I don't know. That's he's rationalizing his behavior as an attempt to understand what's going on before he makes decisions. I think that's how he's rationalizing his behavior. You know, but to gain information is itself an action. You're behind, man. You're behind. Behind the loop. It's over your head. It's over your head. It's out of your reach. It's out of your reach. You stupid motherfucker. Stupid motherfucker. It's an Old Navy. It's a Five Below. It's an Ultra. It's an Express of electronics. It's an Austin's shoes. So what are you gonna do about this? You gotta do something eventually. Okay, what else? I think you're out of ideas. What else? Ask about fundraising. What about fundraising? Epstein. Innocent, good apple turned bad by bad books. Interesting. Oh, Ukraine had a big corruption scandal thingy. Something about like 100 million going missing or something. Is that a big deal? Maybe. What else? Zelensky's a bad guy. He's a bad apple, man. He rigged corruption for dummies. And then he started stealing money, I guess. Stupid fella. What's that song? What is that song? Oh yeah, that song sucks. Never mind. Oh, you're thinking of that Watchmen TV show? It was not a terrible idea. It's just they put some stupid shit in there, right? They had they did some stuff I think just to piss people off, like the Rorschach being like a Southern hick. That was actually kind of cool in a way, because not in like a negative way, but that was actually, he was like the conspiratorial character, right? But then they made the main cop lady like a black lady, and then they made the sheriff guy like a secret KKK member. That's kind of stupid. But and then Veidt on Mars or Neptune or wherever the fuck he was. Where was Veidt? Blue Man Group. They fixed it. I feel stupid. I made fun of them yesterday. But I just uploaded that video like an hour ago. 2 hours ago. So they did not see the video. Who was the guy who got killed in Russia? In the prison? They poisoned him to death? The party of crooks. The party of crooks. What's his name? Ha, you got arrested and killed by Putin. Ha ha. Dumbass. What is it that, there's that old facial joke from 4chan? Contempt. They had that actor from, is it Reservoir Dogs? What's his name? Has he been in anything else? Contempt. It's a picture of contempt, and then it says, identify this emotion, contempt. And it's got the picture of the guy from Reservoir Dogs, right? It's like an upward snarled lip. Contempt. What is contempt? What is contempt? What is contempt? It's an upward snarled lip. It's is it like related to disgust? Is it disgust or contempt that he had? Contempt, disgust, they're related, right? They touch, but they're different, right? Disgust. Contempt is for, disgust could be for like something non-human. A rat, he'd be disgusted by a rat. Contempt is like a rat, but a human, right? Is that true? I think so. Vivaldi? Whatever. You mess with the bull, you get the horns, Vivaldi. Whatever your Russian guy's name was. The party of crooks, the party of crooks. You messed with the bull, you get the horns, Vivaldi. Ha 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 ha. Vivaldi, what is it? Doesn't even matter. Humans are story-based creatures. Humans need. That's more bacon. Bacon. Is that bacon or am I hallucinating? I think you're hallucinating. Bacon. I'm a doggy. Ruff. I smell bacon. Do I smell bacon? I think I smell bacon. Is it this place? Do you have bacon? Remember those cartoons where like the smell would lift you off the ground? That's so cool. What if that was like true? What if you could like fly to smells? Oh, you got a sucker? Do you want to eat your sucker? Maybe later. There's a coffee place. They sell coffee. It's a gas place. They sell gas. That's a phone place. They sell phones. Network phones, right? What do you think they make more money off of, the phone or the network, right? For every person, tooth to tail. What's the tooth to tail for Verizon and T-Mobile? For every salesperson, how many people are there doing tower work? Oh. Tooth to tail. ChatGPT, please log this. Tooth to tail Verizon. He's calling the salespeople the tooth. Is that fair? The salespeople are probably the stupidest people in the chain, right? Those people are probably the stupid. The smart people are probably the tower people. They're the people probably making like 100K, the smart ones. But I'm still going to call that the tooth. In this analogy, the tooth to tail, they're the tooth. The tail is the IT guy in the tower. You think those are like, I've never even been in there. I don't even know. Maybe they're smart. I don't know. I could be wrong. It's kind of mean. You're being judgmental. It's kind of judgmental, man. You could be 100% wrong. Maybe those are the smart people, and then the people doing the computer stuff on the net, the tower. Is there a tower? I don't know. It's all point and it's all plug and play now. They don't even have to have people typing stuff anymore. It's just plug and play. When I was a kid, you had to get drivers for everything. Now Windows does it all by itself. Remember that? Drivers. You still have to get your drivers for your video cards and stuff. There's that guy, he bought a video card for me, and he forgot to put the the NVIDIA code, you know, the program, and the video card works like shit if you don't have the program in there. You have to run the... It is not plug and play for video cards. It's plug, install a half gig to a gig program. It's like a half gig, right? NVIDIA experience. NVIDIA experience. Plug and play. You're still open. You're not open, but the moral decline of America as told through fake open signs. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Selfish, shellfish. I think that's someone else's saying, right? Selfish, shellfish. Shellfish, selfish. You're the bad guy of the story. I am Epstein. Damn it. He woke up one day and realized he was Epstein. Not good. You don't want to be Epstein. Oh well. In a world of jaded cynicism, I enjoy being naive. I think it's a sign of, it's a badge of honor. Why would you want to be jaded and cynical? Unwrap the gift of legendary. You can unwrap a gift of legendary? So like, how do you do that? It's a legendary steak. I want a steak. It'd be pretty tasty. Russian cream, 5 cigars, backwoods. Fact or fiction? Russian backwoods, cookies and cream. What was it? Cream? It doesn't even matter. Boring. Cookies and cream. I like my marijuana with cookies and cream in it. Please. Cookies and cream, marijuana. What percentage of cigars are sold as wrapping paper versus actually smoked as like Swisher Sweets, Russian cream pie, whatever the fuck that was called? La di da di doo di da doo di da doo di da Doody da dee doody da, doody da dee doo. So, is it Michael Burry? He's like ChatGPT, all these AI. What is this guy doing? What is he up to? Are you fucking with me, buddy? Hey, how's it going? He's looking for like a dick sucking. He thinks I'm a whore. He's trying to like flag me down. You want to suck my dick? I'm like, nope. Not looking to suck any dick right now. But the yellow. He probably like he's a whore. I probably am a whore, but not a dick sucking whore. Not yet. Eventually, you will have to be probably. But as of right now, thank God. How many prostitution songs are there? How many good prostitute? Are there a lot of like songs that revolve around prostitution? Walk in the street, something like that. Dear ChatGPT, how many prostitution songs are there about walking a street or something like that? Is there like an Elton John one? He's like, oh man, I wanted him to suck my dick. I was flashing my lights. I was like, oh, fuck. What else? KFC, Red Lobster, Red Light, Nissan. Anything else? Epstein was a good boy. He just read some bad books. That's pretty cheesy. Pretty cheesy. Cheesy Cheetos, cheesy Cheetos. Constructive ambiguity. What is it called? Kissinger called it constructive ambiguity. Right? What do they call that in like the workplace? Constructive ambiguity? Like where they purposely make things harder than they are. I don't know, is that a word? Is there a word for that? Bureaucratic. Legalese. Red tape. Yeah, that joke you keep doing in your head of have you got it set up enough? You can do it correctly. It's the joke is how does it go? It goes, I don't think you have it clean enough yet. Clean it up, set it up. Clean it up, set it up. How does it, like the premise of the joke is, the premise of the joke is, okay, so once I was once one time I was in love with this lady, and I'll tell you, it was the worst experience ever. It was like a drug addiction. It was like you ever looked at the world and gone, the whole thing's fucked up, and then you create this concept of like a Deus ex machina, and this, and then there was no way she was gonna live up to it. She couldn't be a Deus ex machina. But there isn't a day that goes by I don't think about that fucking cunt. And now she was not a Deus ex machina. That fucking bitch. That's kind of the premise of the joke. I gotta clean it up a little bit. Because the Deus ex, it's like, to be fair, it's like Deus ex machina. And then you're just left with a bunch of problems, and then you're like, oh, wait, none of the problems were her fault, but the concept of the solution being her was, so you associate the problems with her, even though the problems existed before her. And then that's kind of the joke, but you still have to curse. It's important to curse because it shows emotion and a lack of growth. She's like Woody Allen or like Epstein or Kanye. Like, you like Kanye's art, but do you really want to talk to Kanye? Do you really want to talk to Woody Allen? Not really. Their art is good, but you don't really want to. Is that what she is? She's like, I liked her art. I liked what she was, but I don't know if I'd actually want to interact with her in hindsight. Is that how you want to play it? You could play it like that. There's a logic in that one. There is a logic to that. That's. I just want infinite growth. It's called, what is it called? There's supposed to be like a big recession coming, right? Is that Michael Burry's thing? Is it Trump's fault? Is it Biden's fault? The whole thing was built on bullshit. So, I mean, it's not really any of their faults. But, but still, it's coming. It's a coming. It's a coming. It's a coming. Great Depression level, people in lines. Constructive ambiguity. Hey there. Are they open? Or is it? Doesn't even matter. Who gives a shit? It's just a punchline anyway. Keep the cattle docile. I guess that's Is that what it is? Constructive ambiguity. Keep the cattle docile. There's see if you put a bend, there's that documentary about that one lady who she did cattle farm. You know, the place where they kill the cattle. They take the cow and then the cow can't see what the other cow happens. So, what's her name? Whatever. Don't let the cattle see what is happening. Don't let them see it. Don't rustle the cattle. Don't rustle the cattle. It's a cow killing factory. The world is secretly a cow killing factory. This is an alien colony, and we are grown to be cows to be slaughtered by aliens. So you want to put the bend. So you put them in a line, and then if you put a bend, the cows can't see what happens to the cow in front of them. Duh. In the cutthroat business of they don't cut their throats. I think they shoot their heads with like a thing, right? Cutthroat business of cattle, whatever it's. How do they actually kill cattle? I don't know. There's that one movie where they use a pneumatic? It's not called pneumatic. Pneumatic. I think it's called pneumatic. It has a pH, and I always want to say the pH, but it's pneumatic. It's not pneumatic. Pneumatic. Is it pneumatic? I think it's pneumatic. Brenda. What was her name? You should learn to like look through people, put them in a box, and no matter what they do, keep them in that box. That's a trick you can learn. It's kind of mean. It's kind of a mean trick. What is that called? Is there a word for that? You got a sucker in your pocket, remember? I like green apple suckers, they are tasty. Tasty, tasty, tasty. Where are you gonna put this? It's very cold. It's cold and breaking all pieces. It's cold, take a crystal. Got like 3 little tiny shards. So cold, I guess. Huh. I mean, you could try rationalizing what they thought and then what you thought, because it's still in your head. Because like in your head, you're still obsessed with this. You know, because reality, you have to know what reality is before you can make decisions. Don't go into that. It makes you seem obsessive. I am obsessive. I've always been obsessive. That's your whole fucking problem. It's actually your advantage. It's an advantage or a disadvantage to be obsessive. It can be either. I don't know. That's a good question. Car over there. You have to integrate all information into your worldview. I gotta integrate stuff. So the thing you tried to do, that person did to you, and then you had resentment over it. I think that's what happened. And then it created like an extreme rage reaction inside of you. I guess that's what it was. I don't know. It's a good one. It's a good one. Good shit. Good shit. Sucker, sucker, sucker. I am the one who plays. I'm not the one who is played. I play people. I don't get. And then you get played, and then you feel all dirty and slutty. Not a good feeling, man. Not good. I mean, you could not play people, but I'm not gonna do that. Hey, supposed to make a living if you don't play people. That's what this whole thing is. Big scam, right? Whole world, big scam. Scam-a-rooney. What was that one thing called? Spin-a-rooney. It's not a scam-a-rooney. It's a spin-a-rooney. Not a scam-a-rooney. Oh yeah, you got played hard. Still irks you. Still irks you. Still under your skin, you little thin-skinned bitch. Do. So what else? Regions? It's a regional bank. What else you got? Wawa Shaka. You got Epstein books. That's a good one, actually. I like that one. Well, and then, what was his story before that? Because what was his story before the, what was he, like 60 when he died? 2019? 20, so he's born in 60? 50s or 60s? Now some joke you're doing about like shooting rockets, medicine, everything's easy. It's not rocket science to shoot a rocket. It's not hard, nothing's hard. Medicine is just cutting someone open. You just take every job and you simplify it down to like the oversimplified term. Was that funny? I don't know. I don't remember the joke. It's not rocket science. Shooting rockets, not rocket science. You just put a bunch of explosives on a fucking round thing and you shoot it upwards. Huh? Mm-hmm. What else? Hmm. 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 Ah. La di da di da do di da. Is it orange or red? It's red. Oh, orange. Sorry. That could work. By putting yourself at a disadvantage, it makes you more creative. Is that a thesis? Because like you're saying, like Epstein was probably like a really creative person, actually. Or you're saying like, you think like Kanye, you know, he shoots himself in the foot to make himself better. Maybe, I don't know. You got me on that one. Trying to come up with ideas here. Wasn't there like Take the Money and Run about like Woody Allen's first wife and how she was like nuts? Mia Farrow was like fucking nuts. Kanye, black, KKK hood, neo-Nazi. Kanye, interesting. Your average human being does not actually understand that Hitler didn't believe a word he said, and that they were idiots for believing. How can you actually believe Hitler believed a word he said? Do you believe anybody believes a word they say? What goyim, man? Bunch of goyim. Marx. Bunch of Marx. Hulk Hogan, great wrestler, terrible person actually. Supposedly like a very kind of a jerk, but he made pretty good wrestling, didn't he? So your thesis is the worse the person, the better the work. The worse the work, the better the person. Good work. It's an interesting thesis. Wow. Call us about our specials. relate to like the moth joke when you say like the corollary? Open sign theory is kind of like a corollary of the moth joke. Is it? Maybe. That's what you're scared that you're just stealing that joke, right? Everything is thefty theft. Thefty theft. Thefty theft. The shower's open. Haha, that's funny. How long of a aristocrat's moth joke can you do? 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 hour moth aristocrat joke. 1 trillion hour. Hamburger. 10 jokes about hamburgers where the punchline is hamburger. You were thinking of actually doing that. You're going to do it for like 10 foods. And it was going to be a joke about like just bad jokes. Like 10 jokes about pizza where the punchline is Alonzo Hamburger Jones. Hamburger is the punchline. And you weren't even going to write them. You're just going to throw them in ChatGPT. And it'll give you the jokes. And then you'll read them off. As if they're like the greatest jokes ever written. You ever gotten a pepperoni pizza and had extra cheese? And you're like, I don't like extra cheese on my pizza. Hamburger. It's kind of the premise of it. You just look at the person like, do you not get the joke? Do you not get it? Do you not get it? Do you not get the joke? You never ordered pizza? And you didn't order like pineapples? And they put pineapples on it, you're like, I didn't want pineapples on my pizza. Hamburger. You put a hamburger on your pizza. Hamburger pizza, taco pizza, buffalo chicken pizza. Hamburger pizza. Hamburger. 10 taco jokes, 10 pizza jokes, 10 hamburger jokes, 10 burrito jokes. And then just like fucking flood the zone, baby. Flood the zone. Hamburger. 10 grilling jokes. Punchline. Hamburger. I got pee a little bit. PPP, PPP, CCP, PPC, PPPC, CCCP. He backed up for some reason. Is he going to the gas station? What are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? He's turning right. He's like, fuck that shit. I'm turning right. And then he does a U-turn. Smart. Is he going to turn right? He's going straight? Yeah, he's going straight. I thought he was going to turn right. You need to clean that mirror, the thing over your front of your camera. You could not see the open signs very well with your camera. Uh-huh. Huh? Doot. What else you got? Nothing. Which one here? You can go all the way to Derby. In an emergency, you could piss yourself, or you could go to this gas station, couldn't you? And you have to buy something? What is there? You can't con an honest man. I think there's a YouTube video I saw that said that. Uh-huh. I kind of want to know what that rock's made out of. It's not a real rock, right? It's a prop rock. Pop rocks, prop rocks. Pop rocks, prop rocks. How are you made? What are you made out of, prop rock? Oh, farts. They didn't pour concrete or something, did they? I think they made it. I checked styrofoam or something with like a metal base, I'm guessing. I'm not going on their fucking property at 3 o'clock. 4 o'clock. What is it? It's 4 o'clock. I'm not going on their fucking property. It's 4? Shit. It's late. I can't even see it now. What is that? Is it? It's like a... I mean, they could have poured concrete. Could be like a rock with some concrete poured. It looked. Four o'clock. Why would they be in there? They have to make ribs or something? Wag the dog, dog the wag, wag the dog, dog the wag. It's getting late, so it's gonna be. We're gonna get people going to work traffic. I don't like the people going to work traffic. You started at what, 2? What time did you start? 2:30. It is 4:04 minus 1:30. 4:04 minus 1:30 is at 2:30. Something like that. 3:30, 4:30. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Do. Comics, which is, oh, ew. Uh-oh. Yeah, is it a dog? It's a deer. And in that moment, you realized, when life left the deer's eyes, it actually embraced its death. What are you trying to do, like rust coal here or something? Yeah. I'm trying to steal stuff here. But did you ever get an idea about like it's like they stick you in goop, like a goop, and then your essence becomes the goop. But really it just kills you. It's like a meat grinder. Yeah, it was a weird. Sorry, it's the dead deer reminded me of that. So it's like a full FCL thing? Like an FCL liquid. The essence of your identity disseminates into the liquid. Mm-hmm. 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 Hey, did you tell that story that one time about that cat? Remember that cat that was looking at that other dead cat on the ground? There was this one time I saw a cat looking at a dead cat on, it was like a 2-lane street for an apartment street. And it wasn't here, it was like 20 years ago. There was this cat looking at another dead cat. It's very sad. What else you got? It's like that Ewok part where the Ewok is like, the Ewoks knew, the Ewoks were eating fucking stormtroopers. So I don't know why they make the Ewoks seem all innocent. They literally ate stormtroopers. They ate the stormtroopers. They were not. Remember that Ewok is like picking the other. He's like, "You're dead? You're dead? What? What? You mean an AT-AT can kill you?" You know that one scene in, this is the third original, okay? Episode 6. Okay. What else? They fucking ate stormtroopers. It's disgusting. You're disgusting, Ewoks. Very disgusting. Yummy, yummy stormtrooper stew. Stormtrooper stew, stormtrooper stew. Yummy. Tragedy of low. Is it called the tragedy of low expectations, or is it called discrimination of low expectations? What else you got? Anything? Nothing? ARAM? You play an ARAM game? You play Lolita? You play Reliant Soul? Jeffrey Epstein. Who did I play? Kaisa. You played Kaisa. You had like 2 Kaisa games. And then she's pretty good in that because she can get a lot of the AP 80 advantages on the augments. What else? You opened up Hoi 4, but you haven't actually made a move or anything, but you haven't played that in a long time. Like a month? Because you watched that one video and then you're like, oh, I kind of want to play it, and then you opened it. And then your computer crashed. You're trying to combine those videos together, and then your computer crashed because you were trying to combine videos. And I think you had the video game open at the same time, so you crashed the thing or something. See, I'm assuming that metal, that rock is like that thing, but with like some styrofoam around it. That's what I was assuming. But I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe it's a real concrete pouring. Okay, what else is there? What is there? What is there? There's grass. There's a car with lights on. It is a truck, Jeep, like a Cherokee Jeep, not a Jeep like a Rubicon, but like a Cherokee. He had a math book? He's like a math tutor, right? What was that about? That guy was a player, man. He was a player. He was a player who could play with the players. What was the book? One of the books was about like catering to billionaires or something. And then when it was like the Rothschild, he had a book about Rothschilds. He had a book about. At least that's what that YouTube video said. He could just be lying. What if the guy just like lied and made up the books? He had green eggs and ham 10 times. He had. That's the only one I know from doctors. Is there one about like thing 1, thing 2? There's one about like they leave some kids behind and then they have a babysitter and then the things ruin the house, right? And then magically at the end the house gets fixed or something. What was that one about? They made a movie about that, right? With like Mike Myers. Thing 1, thing 2. And Epstein bought green eggs and ham, and the name of that other book, can't remember. Everybody wants to rule the world. Party favors? Why do they always call it party favors? What's that story about? Is it party favors? Thinking of like Lana Del Rey. Doing party favors. Hole, there's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. Did you ever look up what a po' boy is versus a sandwich? What is a po' boy versus a sandwich? You could do like that Trump Venezuela joke, because you did it with like Iraq. You're like, if in hindsight they should have turned Iraq into the 51st state, giving the fucking Iraqis like 1% of the land, a reservation, a casino, and then taking all the oil. Do that with Venezuela. You could try that. It could work. It will work. I have hope. Hope and nostalgia. Hope and nostalgia. Hope and nostalgia. Mm-hmm. 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 Would you like a blanket, Mr. Venezuelan? Yes, please. It's a shtick, sticky, sticky, stick, 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 stick. This would be like an anonymous thing, right? Could go that route. I think it's too late now. You tried initially to do a don't look at the world and just explain it, and then you have to switch it around. It ends up being a 360, 180, 290, 760, 14, 15, 20, 15, 360, 720, 1440, 18, 1440, Is that right? I can't do this shit in my head, sorry. 1440. This would be 1660. This would be 3000 minus 120. 2880. I hope that's right. This joke has gone on long enough. 360, 720, 360, 350, 700, 720, 1440. 1414 is 2880. I guess 1440 is 80. And then, yeah, you're not that good at math, kid. Fuck you. What was it, 1480? 18, 20, 2880, 2880, 28 and 20. Okay, that, I'm not doing that in my head. I can't do that. That's too much. I need a sheet of paper. You should see the new Tony Hawk 50. He can do a 36000000000. He jumps in the air and he does over 1 million turns. He no longer is bound by the rules of Earth's physics. He pops an ollie from here to the bank. Okay, what else? What do you think that thing's called? It's got big spiky thing, tear gumdrops. It's a gumdrop roller, dirt roller, gumdrop dirt roller. Timestamp 158 fart. What are you? Your sticker or just a tag? For Raz. How come there aren't any like late show hosts? It's always like, it'd be like, Donald Trump's the worst. He's wagging the dog. He's going. Why aren't they just like, Donald Trump's wagging the dog? He's going to Venezuela. Why aren't they ever just like apathetic? Why do they always like put some moral stance into it? Like, and they just be like, whatever, it's been done before. What do you expect, something different from them? Come on, man. What do you? Is this your first rodeo? Or is this your first rodeo? Do you not know about wagging the dog? Come on. Human society would not exist without dog wagging. Okay? You can't have a functional government without wagging the dog. The whole system's built on wagging the dog, okay? Like, stop acting like wagging the dog is some sort of moral outrage. Since time immemorial, leaders have been wagging dogs. If there was a leader who did not wag the dog, that would be the actual thing to worry about. There was this leader, he would not wag the dog. We did not trust him. He was not wagging the dog. We needed a dog wag. It's like hugging babies. You know, you gotta wag the dog, hug the babies. You know, you can't have a society's built on it, man. It's like what if there was like a presidential candidate and they're like, it's a baby, and they just like push it away? Like, get that fucking thing out of my, you know. It's a dog. You're supposed to pet the dog. Make the dog's tail wag. How do you make a dog's tail wag? I don't know. Where does that phrase come from? Wag the dog. Is it wag the dog? Wag the dog. Dog the wagtail, wag the dog. That's not like jerking off a dog or something, is it? Jerk off the dog, wag the dog. Wag the dog. Wag the dog. Humans like, you know, domesticated dogs to so their tails would wag. They were domesticated to do that. So like, you know. A dog's life. Wag the dog. A dog's life. Dog analogies. Yeah, so this thing actually, it went from like 4 to 1 within like 20 minutes. I told you it was broke. It's a piece of shit. It's got a full charge now, so I get the 12-hour charge. Because it went from like 3 to 1 to just going on and off. It's a piece of shit. And I couldn't find that cord for that thing. I need to find that cord. Where'd you put that cord? Is it good apple, bad apple? What is a bad apple analogy? Is it like you stick a bad apple in a bunch of apples? Do they have like worms in them, and then the worms get out of the apples, and then the worms eat the other apples? So like a bad apple is a worm, is an apple with worms in it, and then it gets into the other apples. Ow, your hand is cold-ish. Coldish hand, coldish hand. Coldish hand, coldish hand. Okay. Black Ops, Little Caesars, Black Ops. Black Ops, Little Caesars. Black Ops, Little Caesars. Popo. It's way too late. Started late. 2:30. 2:30 plus 2.5 is like 5. 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. 2.5 plus 2.5 is 5. Just going around, he goes around stealing whatever he can steal. Mentally, not physically, but trying to steal anything I can steal mentally. What can I steal mentally? Just copy and paste that shit. Copy and pasted souls. You said that when you were like a freshman. That was like 2005? Copy and pasted souls. Copy and pasted souls. Control C, Control V. They didn't have like good computers back then. They didn't have like fucking video. They didn't have YouTube. 2005, they didn't have YouTube. Copy and pasted souls. Copy and pasted souls. You just go around stealing shit from, stealing soul pieces of soul from other things. I steal soul from other things, and I have them duct taped together into a, what's a thing with like a bunch of glass put together, like a mosaic? Is it a mosaic? Duct taped soul fragments, duct taped together into a mosaic. I call it a human. I call it a human. It's like a Mario trap. I do not want to get sprayed. It is kind of cold. Am I going to get sprayed here? Wet plus cold equals unenjoyable. All these stolen, like tears in like broken pieces of glass melded together to form a hodgepodge. Weird sort of stained glass. I don't think that works. It sounds nicer than what it is. It's actually quite ugly. It's super glue and duct tape. Baltar. You're comparing Jeffrey Epstein to Baltar? Maybe. Caprica 6, whatever the random stolen thingies, stealing random thoughts. Doody-da-dee-doody-da, doody-da-dee-doo. Hodgepodge of random stuff merged together, call it a product. So you were thinking of this one thing. It's like directing people's energies is the ultimate. Is that a Manson-y thing? Is that like directing people? That's what they call that one thing, though, right? Humans aren't responsible for themselves because you're all led by leaders, and leaders are the people who are directing you. So you don't really make choices. You're merely led down channels. Do. How's early to Epstein and Baltar? I don't know. Somehow. It's a circular logic. Circular logic, logical what the fuck? A bic? Is that a blade? It's like I thought it was like a box cutter. Does Bic make box cutters? They make blades, so they might. Skill blade. Skill blade. Those things are dangerous. Skill blade. Pretty sharp. Like trying to turn a Honda Civic into a Lamborghini, or turn a Lamborghini into a Honda Civic. So it's like an excessive amount of effort. Either direction, you're doing a lot of work. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, it's like a crescent moon, and you can see some sort of like shape of the. Still have not looked up moon phases. Should probably. Nah, it's not that interesting, is it? Moon phases. It's the moon. Is moon. Moon phases. It's like a phase of the moon. It's a farmer's almanac. It's a monthly thing. What is a moon cycle? I don't know. It's a month, probably. Not good. Not good. Not good. Doody-da-dee doody-da. Doody-da-dee doody-da. Some sort of gas, sort of like a metal mesh, and then it shoots to the I saw a video on that once. Is that the most efficient? I think it's the most efficient way. It's like the gas lamps or something. What was Epstein's story before? There was that Maxwell lady. I vaguely remember her story. It was she just married her dad, right? That was kind of what or she didn't marry Epstein, but they had a right? They had a long-lived relationship, right? It's a repeat story. It's a song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, moist wind. Oh, sorry, dog. I didn't mean to wake you up. You heard me singing my lamb chop. It's a song that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friend. Some people. She was the one who wore the heels on the beach. I believe in environmentalism. I know nothing about it. I can sympathize with that. Most things I believe in, I don't actually know anything about. And they made fun of her. They were like, she wore heels to the beach. She cared about the beach. She just saw it as a fashion thing. What? You think anybody really gives a shit about the beach? Come on. Just an excuse to go walking on the beach. You all know. I've never met a person in my life who gave a shit about the beach. You all just want to walk on the beach in your heels and be like, I care about the beach. And they make fun of her for it. You meanies. Bunch of meanies. It was love. It was love at first sight. Okay. Ray-Bans, Ray-Ban. It's Ray-Ban, not Ray-Bans. For some reason I want to put an NZ on it. B-A-N, Ray-Ban. Ray-Bam? Ban? Ray-Ban. It's not Ray-Bans. Ray-Bans would be like the rip-offs. Ray, B-A-N-Z, Ray-Bans. 1/4 the price. Okay, I'm kind of cold now. If they would have stuck like Epstein outside, would he have like turned into like Mussolini? They've like pulled him apart and just like beat the shit out of him. Was he like a Mussolini-esque figure? Mob justice. I saw a picture of that body. It was beaten to a pulp and hung by a light post. There was no way he committed suicide. He was it's like Mussolini. Mussolini did not commit suicide. He was taken to the electric post, beaten the shit out of, and then that requires people to understand the Mussolini story. What is the Mussolini story? He was in a convoy. He was like in a German convoy, and they pulled over the German convoy, and they go through it, and he was like dressed up. Was he dressed as a woman or something, or was he just dressed as a soldier or something? Like, yeah, it's Mussolini, and they let the convoy go. But they took Mussolini, and then they played whack-a-mole, human whack-a-mole. How do you want to verb that? Human whack-a-mole is not a good. Whack-a-mole implies multiple holes, a head popping out. This is more of like a rock'em sock'em boppers. What would be a good verbiage for what they did to Mussolini? Punching bag politics. Kind of like a Gaddafi story. How similar was Mussolini's end to Gaddafi's? Very similar. 80%, 90%. Poor Gaddafi. Poor Mussolini. Whack-a-mole. Punching bag. They found Epstein's body. His face was literally unrecognizable. He punched himself in the face 1,000 times. He was hung by an electric pole with his mistress. What was her name? Melina Maxwell or something like that, right? Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 Jelena, Jolene, something, Maxwell. Please clean up after your dog. Doggy, doggy, dog. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Your turds on my lawn, destroy my lawn. No, that doesn't work. It's not Biggie. He's singing Snoop Dogg and Biggie. Sorry, it doesn't work. You got it mixed up there. Wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Fast moving car coming at me. Snowy dude. Ghost. Is he a snowman? Is he ice cream? What is he? Is he ice cream or snow? Probably snow. Kind of looks like ice cream. Oh, the Michelin Man? Michelin Man, Snowman, Ghost Man, Frosty the Snowman. Funny. Very funny. You could have put your head thingy on the little. What is the hoodie part? It's called the hoodie of the hoodie. The hoodie, the part that goes over the head, is that called the hoodie? The sweatshirt with a hoodie with a kangaroo pouch. Sweatshirts. A hoodie is a type of sweatshirt, right? If you're wearing a bright yellow hoodie, but you have the hoodie up, does the hoodie up make you suspicious, or is it's bright yellow, so it can't be suspicious because it's like bright yellow. So it's a Be wary. You know, in the old days, it was the guy with the fedora and trench coat, black paint over his fedora, black paint over his trench coat. In today's day and age, you have to worry about Dick Tracy. It's like a bright yellow fedora. Bright yellow. Did he have a bright yellow fedora? A bright yellow trench coat or something? Is Warren Beatty still alive? I think so. He might be dead. He was like 50 in the 90s, right? So he'd be like 70 or 80. He's pretty old. He's getting close. I think he's still alive, right? Probably. Maybe. The guy from Paper Moon's dead. What else? Is this thing still on? Okay, good. 240. Nothing was learned. I like that. That's a good channel name. I should have stolen it. Nothing was learned. Ooh, that's a good channel name. Nothing was learned. Great channel name.